Read the question carefully. Here, walking on his own, the distance d given in m minutes is this formula. When he walks on the moving sidewalk at the airport, the distance covered in m minutes is given by this. When he walks on the moving sidewalk, because sidewalk also moves, so the distance covered in m minutes is higher, much higher than walking on his own. Let b be the distance he would travel on the moving sidewalk in m minutes if he were standing still. Okay, just go to the moving sidewalk and stand still. That's the b. Now in part A, write the formula b in terms of m. So b, that is being written in terms of m. So that's all that means. Parenthesis m means this b will be now being written in terms of m would be, look at am, that's on moving sidewalk and walking. So that's am minus walking by himself, that's dm. So when we subtract this from this, then we get b, where b is the distance if he were standing still on the moving sidewalk. am is 440 m minus dm is 264 m. We just subtract 264 from 440, that many m. When we subtract 264 from 440, we get 176 m. Okay, that many m, so these are like terms. In part B, what distance does he travel in 7 minutes while standing still on the moving sidewalk? I mean, this is the B, right? Moving if he were standing still, because this one is walking on moving sidewalk and he's just walking on his own. But here, standing still on moving sidewalk in 7 minutes, so just plug in 7 in m. Okay, so 176 times 7 equals, you just multiply using calculator, 1232. Units is, what is that, in feet. Okay, number 22. The cost function models the number of classrooms C in town of Conway 2 years from now. So it's the cost function. The function D models the number of students per classroom. Okay, per classroom. D, 2 years from now. Let S be the number of students in Conway. Read the question carefully. Here, DT is the number of students per classroom. In one classroom, 25 plus T is the number of students, and this is the number of classrooms. Now, S be the number of students from 2 years from now. So write the formula S in terms of T. So S in terms of T. So number of students, look at 25 plus T is the number of students in one classroom. And there are these many classrooms. So we need to multiply. In one classroom, we got 25 plus T. And there are 400 plus 3T classrooms. Okay. So the total number of students is 400 plus 30T times 25 plus T. We just multiply FOIL, and which is 400 times 25 that many T plus 400T 750T plus 30T square. Let's simplify because we can combine these two. 400 plus 750, so that will be now 100. This is 10,000 in fact. t, oh that's not t, 400 plus 25 is just 10,000, my bad here. So 10,000 plus 400, 750, 1150 t plus 30t square. We just combine these two terms, okay? 750 plus 400, 1150t. Now it asks how many years, so t is what? From now there will be that many students in Conway system. So this model gives us the total number of students, okay? And now the total number, this total number is 16,500, and we need to figure out the t. So we said this total number 10,000 plus 1150t plus 30t square equals 16,500. Now we solve this for t square. So we got t square means we will have two answers. So let's bring this to the left. Subtract 16,500 from both sides, and I'm going to write 30t square first, then 1150t. We subtract here, so 16,500. Okay, so we're gonna get negative, it's backward by the way, 6,500 equals 0. Now we need to simplify. 30, 1150, 6,500, we can divide by 10 because 10 divides all of them. So factor 10 and out, that leaves 3t squared plus, just take 1 0 out, 115, 650 equals 0, and divide both sides by 10. Then this 10 is out. Now we are left with 3t squared plus 115t minus 650 equals 0. So obviously we will have two t values and one of them will be negative. We disregard that because t is time, it should be positive. Now we need to factor, but it's so big, I don't think we will be able to factor. Yeah, you might be, okay, you can factor, but I'm going to apply the quadratic formula, okay? You know, when we have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, then the x is given by negative b plus minus a squared minus 4ac over 2a. A is, in this case, a is 3, b is 115, and c is negative 650. So using quadratic formula, negative 115 plus minus b squared 115 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 650 over 2a. So let's keep working on your calculator. Negative 115 plus minus, just put everything in your calculator. 115 squared minus 4 times 3 times minus 650. So you'll get a number and take a square root, okay? And that comes out to be 145 over 6. Now we have to take positive and negative. If we take negative, both will be negative and negative. They add, we get bigger negative number. And when we divide by 6, it will be negative number. So we can disregard that. So I would take positive 115 plus 145 over 6, or negative 115 minus 145 over 6. So this answer will be negative. So we just disregard. Subtract, that's 145 minus 115, 30. 30 divided by 6 is 5. So the answer is 5 years.